So good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I am. I'm going back to bed in a minute because I'm shattered. So I'm going to do this video, drop the Premier League video. No FIFA today. I am absolutely knackered. I had a crap night's sleep. But I will be doing a watch along tonight. So make sure that you download HOTMIC. Only a couple of people away from 400 on that now. So thank you very much to everyone who has downloaded it. Most importantly, use my code, then follow me on it. It's absolutely free. I'll be streaming on that, the watch along tonight. And you can sync it up to your TV in line with my stream. And you get stadium noise, which is good because there's no fans in the ground. So listen, I'll be doing Sevilla versus Betis tonight, massive derby over in Spain. So make sure you go and download that. The link is in the description. And we're going to talk about quite a few players today, actually. I'll come to Thomas Partey in a minute. I want to start off with this guy, Jude Bellingham. Man United have been chasing after this kid since January. And the latest reports that are going around the media at the moment suggest that they're about to lose out on him as well because of the way the payments are being structured to Birmingham for the transfer fee. Now, he has only got 1 year left on his current contract at Birmingham. And he's done really well. He's only 16 years old. And he has absolutely taken to championship football like a duck to water. He's been absolutely superb for Birmingham. Like I said, his contract does run out June next year, 31st of June next year. He turns 17 at the end of this month, 29th of June. And he's played a lot of games this season, a lot of games. He's played 35 games in all competitions. He's got 4 goals and 3 assists, which for somebody of his age to be doing that, even though the Championship's not the greatest league ever, it is very competitive, that league. Probably the most competitive league out there, if we're being honest. The start of the season, there's probably about 15 teams that can get promoted and probably about the same that can get relegated. It's relentless, that league. And yeah, listen, Arsenal are being linked to him. So are Borussia Dortmund. And I do think he'll still end up at Man United. Man United normally tend to get their guy. But like I said, the way the payments are being structured, the way they've put that on the table to Birmingham suggests that Birmingham are saying, well, hang on a minute, we want a little bit more up front. Then we'll take the staggered payments. But that one's going to rumble on for a little while longer, I think. And that'll probably go all the way through to the end of the transfer window. Next one, Okan Koşu. He has come out and kind of distanced himself from any transfer move, let alone Arsenal. And he's done a latest report. He was speaking to RTV Rijnmond. I'm assuming that's a Dutch media outlet. He was asked about a potential move away from Feyenoord, and he said, it doesn't really matter to me. Frankly, my father and my agent are busy with that. I try to isolate myself from it, which works fine, fortunately. I'm a footballer, not a football agent. I want to see the best. I want to make the best of it next season. And I want to be as fit as possible when the competition starts again. For now, I'm working with Feyenoord. My contract runs until 2023, so I'm not in any hurry to leave. When the moment arrives and I feel good, then we will see. Now, listen, we've been linked to this kid for a long, long time, probably about a year now. I remember speaking about him last summer. And again, another one who's very, very young, another one who's doing very well over in the Dutch Eredivisie. I think that's how you say it. And again, another one that's not going to cost a great deal of money. I think that, you know, the fee reported on this is going to be around 23 million quid, which when you think about it, for somebody that's 20 years old, 19, 20 years old, when they could potentially have the next 10 years ahead of them, is relatively cheap. The wages wouldn't be ridiculous. And I think that, you know, the guy is only going to get better under the right coach and with better players around him. So, listen, I'd love to see him at Arsenal. I think he's a very good player. And I think that that's something that we should be looking to get done. He scores goals, he creates goals, and he is really, really good. So, listen, one for the future there. Whether Arsenal can go and get him or not remains to be seen. Do smash a like up on the video. YouTube's moving mad today. The chat keeps freezing. People can't see their comments in the chat. And they're clearly not sending notifications out today because that's how this platform decides to roll every now and again. So do batter the like button. That would help. Let's move on to Ryan Fraser. Ryan Fraser is, a couple of weeks or so away from being out of contract officially. His contract ends at the 31st of June. Now, I'm not sure whether he's signed a new little mini deal to keep him going until the end of the season. I know that's something that the clubs were trying to look to get in place, where they say, look, you know, you're out of contract in a couple of weeks, but the season's going to run until, you know, end of July, middle of July, whatever it may be. So we want you to stay. Now, the player has no obligation whatsoever to sign that. Any player that's out of contract on the 31st of June is well within their rights not to sign that little mini deal. Willian's in the same position. There's other players in the same position. I haven't seen anything to suggest that he's signed that contract, that mini contract. So we'll see. But listen, the reports that are going around today suggest that Arsenal are very close to signing Ryan Fraser. And I've spoken about this guy for quite a while, since January again, and I would take him. I do think he's exactly what we need. Yes, he doesn't score a great deal of goals. He's a hard-working left winger. That is what we need. We need hard-working players, grafters in that midfield that will chip in with goals. But when we ain't got the ball, you can rely on them to track back and plug the gaps left by Tierney overlapping or Saka if he's playing left back. We've got way too many players in this squad that don't like doing the donkey work, don't like doing the dirty work without the ball. So for me personally, Ryan Fraser, I would welcome him at the club in a heartbeat. Like I said, he's not the best footballer on the planet, doesn't score a great deal of goals, but what you will get from him is hard work and commitment every single time he goes on the football pitch. So for me, I'd take Ryan Fraser right now. Bring him on, baby. Bring him on. Let's move on to this guy, Thomas Partey. ESPN are reporting that Arsenal are willing to meet the valuation of £43.5 million. About 50 million euros is his buyout clause. And again, this has been going on for what seems like an eternity. It's getting a bit boring now, if I'm being honest. Either go and sign him or move on to the next target. And listen, somebody asked me yesterday what I think on the chances of getting Thomas Partey. If I had to rate it out of 10, I'd say 7. I think we have got a good chance to get him. I do think that if we was to meet that valuation, he would come. We could pay him the money. We could pay them the money. I believe we've got the money to go and do this deal. And I do think that he's exactly what we need. I'm not going to waffle on forever about him, but apparently Arsenal are going to meet the valuation. Now, whether that happens or not remains to be seen. But this is the exact type of player that Arsenal need in midfield. Somebody that can win the ball, somebody that can progress the ball, somebody who's defensively absolutely superb without the ball. And with the ball defensively, this guy is absolutely class. And he is somebody that we have lacked in that midfield since God knows when. He doesn't score many goals, but I wouldn't expect him to. I want somebody to sit next to Torreira, if that's who we're going to go with, yeah, and shield that back four. So that when our fullbacks go forward and we lose the ball, them two slot back in, they go out to the wings, they make it a back four again without the ball. By which time our fullbacks have got back, and then all of a sudden you're getting the ball back, you're turning the ball over, and you're going back forward again. We need Thomas Partey in that midfield, and I think that if we got Thomas Partey in the midfield, that would elevate us so far up the table. It's unbelievable. Just that one signing alone would make us so much better than having somebody like a Granit Xhaka stood there doing absolutely nothing apart from giving away free kicks and penalties. This guy, superb. He's worth every penny of 43.5 million quid. So Arsenal, go and get it done, man. Go and get it done. But just to recap for anyone who has joined late, Arsenal are linked to Jude Bellingham. Man United have been chasing him forever, and he is out of contract next year. But apparently the payment scheme that they've tried to set up isn't to Birmingham's liking at the moment. So Dortmund and Arsenal are linked to him. Kaku has come out and distanced himself from a move to anyone. Still got 3 years left. Ryan Fraser is said to be close to a deal with Arsenal. Again, like I said, I'd take him. And then obviously Thomas Partey, you've just heard about. So do smash the likes up. I'll do 5-10 minutes worth of comments and questions. I will then be doing a Premier League video, which will drop about 2 o'clock. I'm then going back to bed for a few hours. So there'll be no FIFA today. 5 o'clock, I'll be back as normal. And then 9 o'clock, I'll be doing a watch along for Sevilla against Real Betis. So make sure you download HOTMIC, use my code and follow me. That would be much appreciated. And anyway, let's read some comments. Do you think Bruno can break the assist record next season? I think he can. To be honest, I couldn't care less. Real talk. To me, assists mean nothing, mate. Yeah, they don't mean anything. I grew up in an era where we didn't count passes, didn't count stats, didn't count created chances, didn't even know what XG was. All a load of rubbish, if I'm honest. At the end of the day, I don't need stats to see whether a player's any good. I know Bruno Fernandes is class. So whether he beats it or not, for me, is irrelevant, mate. Afternoon, Sahid. We need solid back four and solid midfielders going forward. That's exactly what we need. And that then gives your attacking players license to go and do what they want without having to track back so much. Because if you've got Torreira and you've got Thomas Partey shielding that back four, you've then got 6 proper decent players there that are then going to be defensively sound. They're not going to be losing the ball like idiots every time they get it. Yeah, which it gives your players a little bit more freedom going forward. Gives them the Pepes, the Aubameyangs, the Sakas and all that lot a chance to actually go forward and not have to worry about busting a gut to get back. We see against Crystal Palace when Aubameyang got the red card. That's exactly why Aubameyang should not play on the wing. He shouldn't be tracking back to the halfway line, slide tackling someone because, I don't know, maybe Bellerin was out of position or something. I don't know. It shouldn't be him doing that. Yeah, he should be in and around the penalty box, and that should be a Thomas Partey or a Torreira going out there, or a Bellerin out there, or on the opposite side, it should be Tierney out there. It shouldn't be your striker playing on the wing, tracking all the way back into the halfway line onto his own half and slide tackling someone and nearly breaking their leg. Shouldn't be the striker doing that. Afternoon, Chris. Exactly what I just said a minute ago. The guy doesn't score many goals, but the passes there are very. This guy is very good at passing. But not only that, he can dribble past people, which is saying that Granit Xhaka can't do. Put him next to Torreira. Yeah, you have got 2 solid-ish. Because Torreira I don't particularly rate that highly, but I think that Granit Xhaka exposes him way too much. If you put Thomas Partey next to him, I think we'd see a wicked partnership there. So hopefully we can get the deal done. Do a few more. What's your favourite starting 11 against Man City? You'll see that on Tuesday, mate, when I do my preview and starting 11. Afternoon, Afsar. Afternoon, buddy. Esme says, do you think if we finish outside of Europe, it'll cause the ball to spend? Probably not. Probably not. And the thing is, like, this misconception that Arsenal don't spend winds me up at times. It's not a dig at you, by the way. I'm just saying, like, we spend a lot of money, but we spend a lot of money on absolute trash. You know, 35 million on Xhaka, 35 million on Mustafi, 18 million on Socrates. We've done best part of 20 million on David Luiz for one season. Hector Bellerin's on 114 grand a week. You know, we spend a lot of money on rubbish. Lacazette, first couple of seasons or first half of season, and last season he was decent. This season, he ain't a 52 million pound striker. The geezer don't score a goal away from home. Yeah. So I know he scored a couple of goals in the last couple of games that he's played in like the mini pre-season that we've just had. But nah, not for me, man. We're paying these people a lot of money, and we spend a lot of money. We spend it on the wrong players, unfortunately. Twitter fanboys lauding Arteta like he's the second coming of Ferguson. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, that's what they do, mate. That's what football fans do. We're so desperate to win, yeah, that people will make out that bang average crap is quality because they're desperate just to see anything. Because a lot of these people that put these tweets out there and put these Instagram things out there never seen us win anything, mate. Might have seen us win the odd FA Cup. They ain't seen us win a league. They ain't seen us win in Europe. They ain't seen us do a double because none of them were born. So they're desperate to just cling on to anything. So listen, Arteta might end up proving to be a good manager. Right now, I don't really see it. I didn't see it. Just call me Wenger, baby. Afternoon, Joanne. Hope you're good. The money's spent on the wrong players. Exactly. We could have had Kante instead of Xhaka. That still hurts me now. A thief says, I forgot your name right, mate. Says, who will finish top 4? Unbiased opinion. I think the top 4 as it is now will be the top 4. I think it'll be Liverpool, City, Leicester, Chelsea. But yeah, we shall see. We shall see. I wouldn't be shocked if Wolves pushed their way up there. Their running's kind of easy compared to Chelsea and Arsenal. Man United have got an easy-ish running, so I wouldn't rule them out. Does last night's result worry you? Afternoon, Omar. Not really. It's like I've seen the meltdowns over this. It's a game that's there for fitness. I couldn't care less whether we lost that 25-0 or 3-2, whatever. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's all about getting your fitness levels up. What does worry me is that David Luiz. David Luiz. And the one thing I will say, it is fitness levels. But you best believe, yeah, when you've got Mahrez, Sane, De Bruyne, Silva, Aguero all running at you, yeah, and you're doing David Luiz type things, yeah, trust me, that could get embarrassing next Wednesday. But listen, it's another game. It's another game towards fitness. So I've seen us go on pre-seasons and lose to pretty much everyone. Yeah, and then we've been brilliant. I've seen us go on pre-seasons and batter everyone, and then we've been shit. So for me, it don't really bother me, mate, to be honest. Afternoon, coach. Big up, coach. Hi, Lee. Keep up the good work. Relentless. Don't think Partey will do anything. If it's only him we bring in, doubt it'll make a difference. We need centre-back ×2. A left back and a right back. Do you think we need a left back? I don't think. Thank you for your comment, mate. I don't think we need a left back because I think we've got Tierney there. Get rid of Kolasinac, and if Tierney gets injured, we could put Saka there. So I don't necessarily think we need a left back. We definitely need a right back because the fashion model ain't going to be doing nothing. So there we go. And we definitely need a centre back, at least one. Big up Wilksy. Willock looked really good. Willock scored 2 in 2, and he has looked good, if I'm honest. I put up an Instagram post earlier saying we'll just start him against City. So I haven't looked at the comments on it yet, but I'd imagine it's probably split 50-50. Some would be saying yes, some would be saying no. Me personally, why not throw him in? Why not? Yeah, listen, he can score goals. He's actually scored more goals, and I know it's only a pre-season friendly, but he's actually scored more goals in pre-season friendlies than another player in that position scored for about a year and a half, mate. So, like I said, I know it's only a pre-season friendly, but I do like the fact that he does score goals, he does chip in, yeah, he does run back, he does work back, he does get stuck in, he can dribble past people. For me, he's got to do a lot more than he done when he was in the team. He weren't doing enough for me. He looked disinterested at times. But there's something there, isn't there? He's not a bad player. He's not great, but he ain't a bad player. Why not give him a go? Apparently, Saka played CM in the friendly for the first half. Afternoon, unknown driller. Did he really? What's that all about? Afternoon, Thomas. Do you think Mikel prefers Nelson to Pepe? 100% yes. I don't understand it, mate, if I'm honest. Reece Nelson has done absolutely nothing, zero, zip, nada, yeah, to warrant starting football matches for Arsenal. Especially when you've done 72 million quid on one of the best wingers in Europe, based on last season. He hasn't been one of the best wingers this season. Wrong one I pinned. See, they're coming so quick. Willock brings more to the team than that fraud that doesn't like to run, says Jaden. Well, yeah, listen, he can run, he can tackle, he can dribble, and he can shoot. That's 4 things straight away over the superstar, isn't it? Here he is, my guy. How's tricks? I see you made it to AFTV's story, baby. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, with your video of Claude on the fan cam. Big up yourself, Sergio. How's tricks, baby? Hope you're good. Saka played in the David Silva role in that match. That's a bit of a weird one. That's a bit of a weird one, that. Joe, I'm very good, buddy. Right, I'm going to do 3 more. I'm then going to do a Premier League video. I'll drop that about 2. And then I'm going back to bed for a few hours. So I'll be back at 5 o'clock after that. Do smash the likes up if you haven't. Do download HOTMIC. very close to 400, only a couple away from 400 on that app. And I will be doing a Sevilla versus Betis watch along later on tonight. That will be on StreamYard as well. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and HOTMIC. So if you want to pair it up, use HOTMIC, you get stadium noise in the background, and you can pair it up to your TV as well. I'll probably be watching that. I think it's on Premier Sports. So I'll probably be about a minute behind on that. So yeah, it's probably best to watch it on HOTMIC. So then you can sync it up so we're in real time. Let's do a couple more. Would you take Said Benrahma? Not for 35 million quid, I wouldn't, mate. Yeah, very good player. Not 35 million quid good. Half of that, then yeah, I'd consider it. But 35 million quid, we could have had Ziyech for 35 million quid. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Lee, my phone's full of apps now with all the platforms you're on. All right, listen, man. Yeah, there's one app I won't be getting, and that's the non-social media, mate. Yeah, and that's TikTok. There ain't no way I'm ever getting that platform, mate. So don't worry about that one, Jason. Are you playing FIFA? No, not today. Not today. I'm knackered, man. I had a shit night's sleep. So I'm going to go back to bed for a little while. I'm going to go back to bed. I can't even pronounce that name. Look at, I ain't even trying to attempt to pronounce that guy's name. He's much better option than Kaku. He's 18, better output in the same league. Contract ending in 2022. Guy be one of the best players in the world, says Modub. I can't say as I've heard of that guy's name before, mate. So I'll have to check him out. Would you take Zaha? Yep, I'd take him to the airport and fuck him off to PSG. Don't rate him. Yeah, exactly. Overmars did offer a Ziyech, and apparently it would have hampered the superstar's future, mate. But there we go. Listen, smash the likes up, like Afsar says, and I'm going to get myself out of it. I will be back, like I said, at about 2 o'clock with a Premier League video. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. I'll then be back at 5 o'clock, and then the Sevilla versus Betis game kicks off at 9 p.m. I think UK time. So about 8:45, I'll be doing the watch along for that. Like I said, use my code HOTMIC down there. Download it, follow me, and I'll see you all later on it. Yeah, definitely not getting TikTok, bruv. Yeah, that's for 13-year-olds. My daughter's been banging on about getting it. She ain't even having it. So there we go. Anyway, listen, all have a wonderful afternoon. Laters, peeps.